Welcome, comic lovers. Old Comic Guy coming back at you with another comic haul. This one is going to be the second part of the eBay unboxing. Again, I don't remember. It's been a while. I ordered some stuff and I really don't know what I got. So I thought I'd do an unboxing and we'll see what we got. Again, I have my trusty box cutter. Dull enough so it'll cut the tape, sharp enough that it won't cut, or dull enough it won't cut the comics, but it'll probably just cut me. So that'll be a sight. It's always the dull knives that cut you. So let's get right to it. Again, I don't actually know what this is going to be. It is in a nice mailer, gem mailer sort of thing, so awesome. One of those specifically designed to mail comics. We shouldn't always be using those. Let's see what we got. It's exciting. It's like Christmas. Except I paid for it myself, and still don't know what I'm getting though, so that's good. As you get older, you forget things. That's okay. It's always a surprise. Let's see. So tape's on this one. There we go. Not on that one. Move that over there. I think we're now to the front. We can undo tape. Let's see what we got. Well, they're in bags and boards, that's a win. There we go. With some extra tape. Awesome. Throw that aside. What do we have? Oh. Okay. So, DC Superstars, this is number 7. So DC Superstars came out in 1976 to 1978-ish. The first, so this one is a reprint. They reprinted material up through about issue 8. A lot of stuff with Adam Strange. Let's see. So this is an Aparo cover, Jim Aparo cover. It looks like it's got 2 stories, Ocean Master and Black Mana. Let's see, it came out in 76. So I'm going to say this one is 76. Jim Aparo. Oh, wait. I know. So this is, the cover artist is Jim Aparo, but what's interesting is, and you, I don't know that you'd even notice, but this is actually Tatiana Woods, who's Wally Wood's wife at the time. She's the inker on this. Executive producer, editor in 76 would have been Janet Kahn. The writer, the writer would be Bob Haney, Nick Cardy. The regular editor on this was probably Joe Orlando. Don't quote me on that, but that's, I think. The Aqualad story, Aqualad and Aquagirl in their own story. Again, I think this would be a reprint story, but this is going to be the one with Steve Skitz and Carmen Infantino and Nick Cardy. And I always associate Bob Haney and Nick Cardy with the Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans series. Very cool. It is in very nice shape. Very nice. I mean, I don't have it open. It is one of the, I don't know if you can see it, it's one of the thicker books. So they tend to last longer. they're either jacked up to begin with, and then they just stay that way, or they hold their form a lot better. So this is probably going to be a VF, which is really kind of cool. Now what else do we get? Oh yeah. Oh, and this is nice too. So wait, let me show you. Right. So this is Blitzkrieg. Let's see if that's showing up real well. Number two. And let's see. So Blitzkrieg was a series that ran in like 76, 77 also. Maybe just 76. So it's a war comic, and not like the Enemy Ace stories, Hans von Hammer from World War I. This series kept a very negative view of the Germans. In fact, the backup series of this which was titled The Huns, starred Attila the Hun. And Hun was a common slur for the Germans during both World Wars, World War I and II. So this is a Joe Kubert cover. So Jeanette Kahn would have been the executive editor. This has a series of stories, so it's got, and I don't know that it says which ones are in here. Okay, so the Walls of Blood are in here. And then, so the Walls of Blood and Panther. And then Circle of Death, which was the Hun story. So the Walls of Blood was Robert Kanigher and Rick Estrada. And then, and also for the Circle of Death, the Hun story, it was also Robert Kanigher and Rick Estrada. The Panther was Sam Glanzman. He did the writing, penciling, inking, everything. And Joe Kubert was the editor of these. So that's pretty cool. This is back in the time when Cobra and the Joker and all of them, the villains, were getting their own series. So this is pretty cool. It is very nice. And then okay, so DC Superstars presents again. And what issue is this? So this is issue 14. And it's also a bigger one. So let's see. So this has Gorilla Grodd on the cover, Dr. Light. Okay, so the story would be the G story with Gorilla and Grodd and Gorilla Grodd and Green Lantern. So it would have been the G story. That would have been, let's see. So Jim Aparo did the cover with Tatiana Wood, same time frame. This would have probably come out in 77 because it's issue 14. So the writer on the Gorilla Grodd story and Green Lantern would have been Bob Rozakis. Rich Buckler would have, and Bob Layton on pencils and ink. Paul Levitz would have been the editor of this. Executive editor in 77. That's Joe Orlando. Sometime in 77, he became the executive editor at DC. So I'm going to say it's Joe Orlando. So the Dr. Light's debuted against, and then of course there's a Two-Face one. So Two-Face would have been Jack Harris, Ed Davis, and Joe Rubenstein. Probably Tatiana Wood. And then the Dr. Light with Hawkman would have been Paul Kupperberg, Dick Ayers, Jack Abel. And then, like I said, Paul Levitz would have been the editor. Yeah. Yes. Pretty cool. And it's in really nice shape. So that's always nice. And then, of course, the reason I probably bought the bundle, like really, All-Star Squadron #1. Very nice. So let's see. So I've mentioned a lot about All-Star Squadron over the time that I've been doing this. So it was mainly done. Roy wrote it all. Mainly done with the Golden Age characters from that era, which you see a bunch of them down below. And even some of the lesser known, which is great, they're on the back too, so it's pretty awesome. And it started the Justice Society. Again, Roy Thomas, Rich Buckler, Jerry Ordway, Joe Kubert was involved on the covers. Just so many wonderful, Arvell Jones, tons of people over the years were involved in it. And this is issue 1, which is pretty cool. Awesome. That's great. So let's see what's next. I have no idea what's coming. So this one's in a nice big box. It's funny, I open them and then I'm like, oh yeah, I did order that. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Oh. Yeah, it's a good sign. And it's inside another box. And bubble wrap. And we were making sure. Now, let's see. Who'd I get that from? Oh, man. Oh, man. Did the other people have their name on the package? Let me see. So I want you to know who I ordered them from, because that first bundle was pretty nice. Oh, man. Gives me his real name. That's tough. I'm not sure. Who it was. Do I have that somewhere where I can see who? That was Lois and Clark. That's who that was. So the previous stuff was Lois and Clark. This one, I don't even know what it is, so I can't show them. I should have wrote on there who it was. Wow. They were making sure. That is beautiful. Dang, real name. We'll figure it out. More bubble wrap than I know what to do with. Who did I get stuff from? This is overkill or not. I don't know. Oh, okay, no, this feels like a slab. I did order a slab. Taskmaster, I think. Let's see. It is. Oh, it is. Okay, so let's see. We'll keep it. Nah, we'll take it out of the bag because, you know, that's not a regular slab bag anyway. So, Avengers 196, 8.5, first full appearance of Taskmaster. Let's see. So, David Michelini, George Perez. George Perez obviously did the cover. Jack Abel. Taskmaster, pretty cool. They had a neat character that disappeared after this. Selb. So Selb's just appeared like 3 issues earlier, and he was the clone. And well, he he disappears after this. They just kind of ignore him, which is kind of weird. This is also when Jocasta kind of becomes a member. Like, she was never really a full member of the Avengers, but that was pretty cool. Who did I get this from? Was this Lois and Clark too? No, it had a different name on it. Who was this from? Okay. They didn't put anything on it. So it's got to be the Comic Crypt from eBay. It's got to be the Comic Crypt. It doesn't say that anywhere on here, but that's who it's got to be. Because that's one of the other people that I had bought some from. So very nice. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in this bag, even though it's not a regular, or doesn't feel like one. And I'll upgrade that later to a actual bag for my, yeah, I bagged my, it feels weird. We're doing this to preserve them, right? We slab them to preserve them. This is not one that I got slabbed. I'm not a big slabber. I tend to think comics need to be read. And if you're not reading your comics, man, why are you doing this? Like from Toy Story, it's a child's plaything. Yeah, so please play with them, read them. I'm not saying stand them up and stuff, but you know what I mean. You should be reading your comics. What do we got here? So another one, pretty good sized box. I, again, had no idea, right? So, very nice. I had that Avengers, but mine is in really, really rough shape. It's been read a lot over the years, and I bought it in, you know, whenever that came out. When did that come out? 80, like 1980. Yeah, probably came out in the 80s. I was going to say in the 80s, but I think that actually came out in 1980. And so, yeah, I've had it for whatever many years that is. And I've read it multiple times. I will say, like a lot of people, he was one of my favorite characters, especially for not being a hero. They do give his origin in that story, or the origin that would stand for most of the time. Okay, so this looks like it is a bunch of All-Star Squadrons. Let's see what we got. Well, I've seen better bags, but the books look like they're going to be okay. So let's see what we got. Looks like they've been in here quite a long time. So All-Star Squadron number 56. That's kind of, where am I going to put these? Let's do this. Just kind of make room away from the knife. And then we have number 51. So these are all, let's see. These are all going to be Roy Thomas and different people. So Mike Clark, Arvil Jones, Joe Kubert, Jerry Ordway. You're going to see everybody worked on it with them. This is one of those with the picture cover at the back and then the characters on it, which is always fun. 45. $57. 44. No boards on these. This is Paul Kupperberg. Yeah. Okay. Number 58, the one that I just got signed. These marks, at least there, do appear to just be on the bag. I don't want to touch the bag and the comics at the same time because the bags are pretty, yeah. Number 60. $33. 16. It's a Kubert cover. 30 with an Ordway cover. A number 1. Looking nice. A number 52. Certainly not in order. And I will be getting these out of these bags as quick as possible. 48. So pretty awesome. They look to be in fairly decent shape. I mean, I don't think any of them are going to be near mint or minus, near mint minus or anything like that. Let's see. This would have been, I don't know. I don't know who. That is so bad. Let's see. This would have been Fleenet. Fleenet. Cheapsake was the other one that they weren't that great. Fleenet. I think they were about $30. And there's 14 comics here, so about $2 a book or so, and that's okay. Genuinely, I've paid more for these. I've paid less. I remember back in the day, these showed up as quarter books, and now they're usually $2 to $5 each. Keys are obviously more. Some of the keys are 20 to 30, but it's still an inexpensive set. 70 total books, 67 issues, and 3 annuals. And I love the stories. I obviously get them whenever I see them. Not whenever. Obviously, I don't have that kind of money. But I do buy them all the time. So pretty awesome. And that's the end of the eBay haul, at least for now. I do have one more package that's supposed to be coming. So that'll end up on another video sometime after it arrives. Assume there's going to be some All-Star Squadron and some other stuff. I think that was a lot. So just a bunch of stuff. All right, that's all for now. More videos coming up. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a good day.